Hey there, handsome. You know what drives women absolutely crazy? It's not your car. It's not your bank account. And honestly, it's not even those muscles you've been working on at the gym. What really gets us weak in the knees are the right words whispered at the perfect moment. And I'm about to spill some serious secrets that most women would never admit out loud. I'm talking about 10 simple compliments that hit differently, that make our hearts race, that make us think about you when we're alone at night. You ready for this? Because once you learn these, there's no going back. You're gonna have women looking at you like you just unlocked some secret level they didn't even know existed. Trust me on this one, baby. Stick around, because what I'm about to reveal in compliment number 7, that one's so powerful it should probably be illegal. Let's get into it. Listen, I need you to come closer for a second because I'm about to break the girl code in a major way. My girlfriends would kill me if they knew I was sharing this with you. But honestly, you deserve to know the truth. Women are walking around every single day waiting, hoping, praying that a man will finally say the right thing. And the crazy part? Most of you guys are out there giving us the same boring compliments that we've heard 1,000 times. You're beautiful. You're pretty. Nice smile. Yawn. We've heard it all before. And honestly, it does absolutely nothing for us anymore. But there's a whole other level of compliments that you probably don't even know exists. These are the ones that slip past our defenses, that make us feel seen in ways we didn't even know we needed, that make us immediately start imagining what it would be like to be with you. And before we get into the list, let me warn you about something. Compliment number 5 on this list is so intimate, so unexpected, that when you say it, she's going to stop whatever she's doing and just stare at you. She might even get a little flustered. And number 8, oh honey, that one's dangerous. Like, catch feelings way too fast, dangerous. So if you're not ready to have a woman completely obsessed with you, maybe skip that one. Actually, who am I kidding? You're here because you want exactly that, right? So let's start with the first compliment. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you're going to understand women in a way that most men never will. Praise 1. All right, baby. Here's the first one. And this is going to blow your mind, because it's so simple, yet so incredibly powerful. Tell her, I love the way you think. Now, I know what you're going through your head right now. You're thinking that sounds boring, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. Let me explain something to you about women that most guys never figure out. We spend our entire lives being complimented on how we look, our body, our face, our hair, whatever. But our minds, our thoughts, the way we process the world, almost nobody ever acknowledges that. When you tell a woman you love the way she thinks, you're basically telling her that you see her as more than just a pretty face. You're saying you actually pay attention when she talks, that her opinions matter to you, that her brain turns you on just as much as her body does. And trust me, honey, that hits different. Like really different. This works especially well when she's just finished telling you something, maybe a story, maybe her opinion on something. Doesn't even matter what. Just look at her with those eyes and say it. Watch what happens to her face. She's going to light up. She might even get a little shy. And in that moment, you just separated yourself from literally every other guy she's ever talked to. Because most men, they're just waiting for their turn to speak. But you're actually listening. You're engaged. You're showing her that what's inside her head is sexy to you. And let me tell you something else. When a woman feels intellectually appreciated by a man, when she feels like he actually values her mind, she opens up in ways you can't even imagine. She'll want to share more with you. She'll want to spend more time with you. She'll start seeing you as someone special. This compliment creates emotional intimacy so fast it's almost unfair. So next time you're with her, and she says something that makes you think, even if it's just about her day or something random, hit her with this one and watch the magic happen. Praise. 2. Now let's talk about number 2, and this one is sneaky good. Tell her you have the best energy. Oh my God, yes. This compliment is absolutely lethal because it's so specific without being too specific. You know what I mean? Every woman wants to believe that she brings something special into the room, that her presence matters, that people feel different when she's around. But most of us are insecure about it. We wonder if we're too much, too loud, too quiet, too whatever. When you tell her that her energy is the best, you're validating something that she can't even see about herself. You're basically saying that being around her makes you feel good, that she affects you in a positive way just by existing. And here's the thing, this works in literally any situation. Maybe you're on a date and things are going well, maybe you're just hanging out as friends, maybe you've just met her. Doesn't matter. This compliment fits anywhere because energy is always present. Now let me give you a pro tip on delivery because that matters with this one. Don't just throw it out there randomly. Wait for a moment when you're genuinely feeling good around her, when she makes you laugh, or when the vibe is just right, and then say it naturally. Maybe say something like, "You know what I love about you? You have the best energy. Like I always feel good when I'm around you. See what I did there? I made it personal. I made it about how she makes you feel." Women love knowing that they have a positive effect on you. It makes us feel powerful in the best way possible. And once she knows that her energy affects you like that, she's going to want to be around you more because you make her feel good about herself. It's a beautiful cycle, baby. You're welcome. Praise. 3. Number 3 is where things start to get a little more interesting, a little more intimate. Ready for this? Tell her, "I love how confident you are." Now before you say anything, I know some of you are thinking, but what if she's not that confident? Listen to me carefully. Every woman has moments of confidence. Every single one. Maybe it's the way she laughed at her own joke. Maybe it's how she ordered exactly what she wanted at dinner without apologizing. Maybe it's just the way she walked into the room. Find that moment and acknowledge it. Because here's the secret that women don't talk about. Most of us are faking confidence half the time. We're insecure as hell on the inside, but we're putting on a show on the outside. When a man notices our confidence and actually compliments it, 2 things happen. First, it makes whatever confidence we were faking suddenly feel real. You're reinforcing it. You're making us believe our own act. Second, it makes us feel seen and appreciated for our strength rather than our vulnerability. And that's sexy as hell to us. Most guys try to compliment women by pointing out where we need them, where we're soft, where we're delicate. But when you compliment our confidence, our strength, our power, that's a whole different game. You're showing us that you're not intimidated by a strong woman, that you actually like it, that it turns you on. And let me tell you something. A woman who feels like her confidence is attractive to you is going to be so much more relaxed and authentic around you. She won't feel like she needs to play small or pretend to need rescuing. She can just be herself, powerful and confident, knowing that you love that about her. This compliment also works beautifully because it can be about anything. Her confidence in her career, in her style, in her opinions, in how she handles situations. Just pay attention, and when you see it, call it out. Trust me, she'll remember that moment forever. Praise. 4. All right, let's move to number 4. And I want you to really pay attention to this one, because it's subtle but incredibly effective. Tell her, "You make everything more fun." Simple, right? But oh honey, the impact this has is massive. Think about it from a woman's perspective for a second. We're constantly worried about being too much, about being annoying, about whether people actually enjoy our company or just tolerate it. It's exhausting. When you tell a woman that she makes things more fun, you're directly addressing that insecurity and crushing it. You're telling her that you don't just enjoy being around her, but that she actively improves your experience of life. That's powerful. This compliment works especially well in group settings or after you've done something together, even something mundane. Maybe you just went grocery shopping together. Maybe you were stuck in traffic. Maybe you were at some boring event. Find a moment to lean in and tell her that she made it better just by being there. Watch her face light up, because what you're really saying is that she has value beyond just being pretty or sexy. You're saying her personality, her humor, her presence, all of that makes your life better. And women crave that validation so much more than you realize. We want to know that we're adding something positive to your life, that we're not just decoration, but actually enhancing your experience. This compliment also positions you as someone who appreciates the little things, someone who pays attention to how people make him feel. That's attractive because it shows emotional intelligence. Plus, when she knows she makes things more fun for you, she's going to want to spend more time with you because you make her feel valued in a way that goes beyond physical attraction. It's about connection, about compatibility, about actually enjoying each other's company. And that's the foundation of something real, something that lasts beyond just initial attraction. Praise 5. Now we're getting to number 5. And remember when I told you this one was intimate and unexpected? I wasn't kidding. Here it is. Tell her, "I love your voice." Yes, her voice. Not what she's saying, but literally the sound of her voice. This compliment hits so different because almost nobody ever thinks to compliment a woman's voice. We're used to compliments about our eyes, our smile, our body, but our voice, that's territory most men never explore. And that's exactly why it's so powerful. When you compliment her voice, you're complimenting something she uses constantly, but probably never thinks about. It's intimate because voices are personal. They're uniquely hers. And focusing on it shows that you're paying attention to details about her that go beyond the obvious. It also implies that you like listening to her, that you could listen to her talk for hours, that the actual sound of her speaking is pleasant to you. Do you understand how rare that is? Most guys are clearly just waiting for women to stop talking. But you're different. You're telling her you love the instrument itself, not just the song. Now here's how to make this even more effective. Be specific about what you love about her voice. Is it soothing? Is it sexy? Is it raspy? Is it melodic? Does it have a certain tone that you find irresistible? The more specific you are, the more genuine it feels. You could say something like, I could listen to you talk all day. I love your voice. Or, your voice is so sexy, like seriously. Or even, there's something about your voice that just does something to me. Any version of this is going to catch her completely off guard in the best possible way. She might even get self-conscious about it for a second, might laugh it off, but trust me, she's going to be thinking about that compliment for days. She's going to become aware of her voice in a new way, and every time she talks to you after that, she's going to remember that you love the sound of it. That creates this intimate little connection between you two. It's like a secret that only you both know about. Absolutely beautiful move. Praise. 6. Let's keep this momentum going with number 6. And this one is all about making her feel special in a way that she probably doesn't experience often. Tell her, you inspire me. Now I can already hear some of you saying, but that sounds too serious. Or, what if we just met? Listen, inspiration isn't always about life-changing moments. You can be inspired by small things, by the way someone approaches life, by their attitude, by their passion for something. Women are so used to being admired, desired, wanted, but inspired by. That's different. That puts her in a completely different category. When you tell a woman she inspires you, you're positioning her as someone who affects you on a deeper level, someone who motivates you to be better, to do more, to think differently. And every woman wants to be that person for someone. We want to matter. We want to make a difference in someone's life. This compliment tells her she's doing exactly that for you. Now here's the key. You need to follow it up with something specific. Don't just say she inspires you and leave it hanging there awkwardly. Tell her what about her inspires you. Maybe it's her work ethic. Maybe it's how she handles challenges. Maybe it's her creativity. Maybe it's her kindness. Maybe it's how passionate she is about her interests. Whatever it is, name it. Say something like, you inspire me with how passionate you are about everything you do. Or, I love how you don't let anything stop you. It inspires me to push harder too. The specificity makes it real, makes it believable, makes it land with full impact. And here's what happens after you say this. She's going to start seeing herself differently around you. She's going to want to live up to that image you have of her. She's going to want to be even more of whatever it is that inspires you. You're literally shaping how she shows up in your presence, and she's going to love you for seeing that in her. This compliment creates depth. It creates meaning. It takes your connection beyond surface-level attraction and into territory where real feelings develop. Praise 7. All right, baby, we've reached number 7. The one I told you was so powerful it should probably be illegal. You ready? Here it is. Tell her, I feel like myself around you. Oh my God. Yes, this is the one. This is the nuclear option. Let me explain why this compliment is absolutely devastating in the best possible way. Every woman wants to be the person who brings out the best in you, who makes you feel comfortable, who creates a safe space for you to just exist without pretense. When you tell her that you feel like yourself around her, you're telling her that she has this almost magical effect on you, that her presence allows you to drop your guard, to be authentic, to be real. And that is incredibly attractive to women because it means we've created something special with you. It means we're not just another person in your life, but someone who provides something unique that nobody else does. This compliment also implies trust, vulnerability, intimacy, all the things that women crave in a connection with a man. You're basically saying that she makes you feel safe enough to be your true self, and that level of emotional openness is going to make her want to protect that, to nurture that, to be around you even more. Most guys are walking around with walls up, playing it cool, acting tough. When you show her that you can let those walls down with her specifically, she feels chosen, she feels special, she feels like she's discovered a side of you that nobody else gets to see, And women are competitive, honey. We love knowing we have access to parts of you that others don't. This compliment works best when you say it in a quiet moment, maybe after you've been talking for a while and laughing and just enjoying each other's company. Look at her and say something like, "You know what I love? I feel like I can just be myself around you." Or, "I don't have to pretend to be anyone else when I'm with you." And that's rare. Watch her melt right in front of you. She's going to feel so connected to you in that moment, so valued, so important. And that feeling is going to make her want more of it, more of you, more of whatever this thing is between you two. Praise 8. Now we're at number 8, and I warned you about this one, remember? This is the catch feelings way too fast compliment. So use it wisely. Here it is. Tell her, "You're different from anyone I've ever met." Boom. Game over. Let me tell you why this one is so dangerous. Every woman, and I mean every single one of us, wants to believe that we're unique, that we're not just another girl, that we offer something that nobody else does. We're terrified of being basic, of being forgettable, of being just another face in the crowd. When you tell a woman she's different from anyone you've ever met, you're directly addressing that deep desire to be special, to stand out, to be unforgettable. You're telling her that out of all the women you've encountered in your life, she's in a category by herself. That's intoxicating. That's the kind of thing that makes a woman start imagining a future with you. Start wondering if maybe you're the one. Start catching real feelings before she even realizes what's happening. Now here's where you need to be careful with this one. Don't say it unless you actually mean it, because women have incredible bullshit detectors, and if you're just throwing this out there as a line, she's going to sense it, and you're going to lose all credibility. But if you genuinely feel like there's something unique about her, if she really does stand out to you in some way, then saying this will create an incredibly powerful bond between you two. Make it more specific if you can. Tell her what makes her different. Is it how she sees the world? Is it her sense of humor? Is it how she makes you feel? Is it her energy? Whatever it is, name it. Say something like, "You're different from anyone I've ever met. Like the way you see things just hits different for me." Or, "I've never met anyone quite like you." And I mean that. The sincerity in your voice will seal the deal. And once you've said this, she's going to hold on to it. She's going to replay it in her mind over and over. She's going to tell her friends about it. And most importantly, she's going to start seeing you as someone who truly sees her, who recognizes her uniqueness, who values her for exactly who she is. Praise 9. Let's keep moving to number 9. And this one is absolutely beautiful because it combines physical and emotional compliments in one perfect package. Tell her, "You light up every room you walk into." Oh, honey, yes. This is the kind of compliment that makes a woman feel like a star, like she has this undeniable presence that people can't help but notice. Every woman wants to believe that she has that kind of impact, that her presence is felt, that people's days get better when she shows up. When you tell her this, you're confirming something she hopes is true but isn't always sure about. You're telling her that she doesn't just exist in spaces, she transforms them. She brings light, energy, joy, something special that changes the atmosphere. That's powerful. This compliment works especially well if you've seen her in different settings, maybe at a party, maybe at work, maybe just out and about. You're telling her that you've noticed how people respond to her, how the energy shifts when she arrives, how she has this natural magnetism. And here's what makes this particularly effective. It's not just about her physical beauty, although that can be part of it. It's about her entire presence, her energy, her vibe, everything about her that makes her who she is. When you say this, she's going to feel seen in a holistic way, not just as a pretty face, but as a complete person who makes an impact. You could deliver it casually after watching her interact with others, saying something like, "You know, you really do light up every room you walk into, people just gravitate toward you," or in a more intimate moment, "I love watching you interact with people. You light up the whole room." Either way, she's going to hold on to those words. She's going to think about them the next time she walks into a room, and she's going to carry herself with even more confidence because you made her believe in her own magic, and a confident woman who knows you see her magic is going to be absolutely irresistible to you in return. Praise 10. All right, baby, we've made it to number 10, the final compliment, and I saved something really special for last. This one is simple, direct, and absolutely devastating. Tell her, "I love how real you are." Let me tell you why this hits so incredibly hard. We live in a world where women feel constant pressure to be perfect, to filter everything, to present only the best versions of themselves, to hide their flaws, to always be on. It's exhausting. Most of us are walking around terrified that if people see the real us, the messy us, the unfiltered us, they'll lose interest. We're constantly performing, constantly curating, constantly worried about being too much or not enough. When you tell a woman that you love how real she is, you're giving her permission to stop performing. You're telling her that the authentic version of herself, with all her quirks and imperfections and weird habits and genuine emotions, that's what you find attractive. That she doesn't need to put on a show for you. That the real her is exactly what you want. Do you understand how rare and precious that is? Most women have never experienced a man who genuinely appreciates their authenticity. We're used to men who want us polished and perfect and always pleasant. But you're different. You're saying you love the raw, unfiltered version. This creates incredible intimacy because it makes her feel safe with you. She can be herself without fear of judgment or rejection. She can let her guard down, show you the parts of herself she usually keeps hidden, and trust that you'll still be there. This compliment works best when you catch her in an unguarded moment. Maybe when she's laughing really hard at something dumb. Maybe when she's passionate about something and not filtering her opinions. Maybe when she's just being goofy and not worried about looking perfect. That's when you hit her with it. Say something like, "This is why I love you. You're just so real." Or, "I love how you don't try to be anyone else. You're just genuinely you." She's going to remember that forever. And she's going to associate you with the feeling of being fully accepted, fully seen, fully appreciated for exactly who she is. And that, my friend, is how you make a woman fall for you on a level that goes way beyond surface attraction. That's how you become unforgettable. Now go out there and use these wisely. And remember, the magic is in the sincerity. Say what you mean, and mean what you say, and watch what happens.